A lot of people asked me, I was like, did you think like you were gonna die or anything like that? But for some reason, I just knew I wasn't.
It's been about a year and a half since Peyton Washington was shot. She survived. In April 2023, she and 3 of her teammates were on their way home after an out-of-town cheer practice. They stopped at an H-E-B in Elgin to drop off one of the cheerleaders at her car. Turns out it wasn't her car, though.
We thought it was the exact same car.
It was Pedro Tello Rodriguez's, and he fired multiple shots at the girls.
I literally turned my whole body, and that's why it like hit me in the back. And then because it was just crazy, like there was gunshots through the steering wheel, through her evil eye on the mirror. Just, it's really, really, really insane.
Washington was shot 3 times. Court documents say Tello Rodriguez drove off. After investigators reviewed surveillance footage, Tello Rodriguez was identified. He was found at his home wearing the same thing from the shooting and was arrested. His attorney says he voluntarily surrendered and relinquished his weapon. It wasn't until August of this year he was indicted on felony charges of deadly conduct, discharging a weapon, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Wednesday morning was his first hearing in Bastrop County Court. Tello Rodriguez's attorney says, quote, Mrs. Washington sustained her injuries after she entered Pedro's vehicle, both uninvited and unannounced. Mrs. Washington was texting and did not realize she entered the wrong vehicle. Pedro was understandably startled by the sudden intrusion by Mrs. Washington. Pedro believed he was about to be robbed. Pedro had been robbed at gunpoint previously.
My whole main goal has been focusing on my future. So he'll deal with what he did.
Tello Rodriguez's attorney says Pedro continues to wish Mrs. Washington a full recovery. The attorney says, quote, we are optimistic this matter can be resolved to everyone's satisfaction very soon. Tello Rodriguez's next hearing is set for February 12th. Meredith Aldis, Fox 7 Austin News.